Today is Good Friday, but let's be real, this day is heavy, it's raw. It's the story of a brutal death, a sacrifice so intense that it shook the world. We're talking about Jesus Christ being nailed to a cross, bleeding for all of humanity. So why do we call it good? Well, hang with me for the next couple of minutes, and we're going to talk about Good Friday and why, and these gut-wrenching events, and why they matter more than ever. Picture this. Jerusalem, over 2,000 years ago. Jesus, after a night of betrayal and arrest, is dragged before a Roman governor. He's mocked, spat on, whipped until his back is shredded. The Gospel of John says soldiers twisted thorns into a crown and jammed it onto his head. Blood runs down his face, and then he's forced to carry a nearly 100-pound crossbeam through the city, collapsing under its weight. This isn't a clean, polished story. It's gruesome. The Romans had perfected crucifixion to maximize pain and shame. Nails driven through wrists and feet, hours of agony, struggling to breathe. Jesus hung there, not just enduring physical torture, but carrying something heavier. The weight of every sin, every failure, every broken thing in this world. Isaiah 53:5 says, "He was pierced for our transgressions, crushed for our iniquities." That's the intensity of Good Friday. So why do we celebrate this? Why do we call a day of death good? Because this wasn't just a tragedy, it was a victory. One that the cross, Jesus took punishment that we deserved. Romans 5:8 says, while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. His death paid the price for our forgiveness, bridging the gap between us and God. That's the heart of Good Friday, a love so fierce it faced hell itself to set us free. Good Friday isn't about staying in the darkness. It's about what it accomplished. Jesus' sacrifice broke the power of sin and death. It's why we as Christians, as followers of Christ, celebrate, because this day shows us God's relentless commitment to humanity. It's a promise that no matter how far we've fallen, there's a way back to his presence, to his grace. John 3:16 isn't just a verse, it's the cross in action. It's the truth that God so loved the world that he gave his only son. Here's where it hits home. The cross isn't just history, it's personal. That intensity, that sacrifice was for you and me. And Good Friday reminds us that no pain is too deep, no sin is too dark for God to redeem. It challenges us to live life differently, to forgive, to love, to stand up for what's right even when it hurts. Hebrews 12:2 says, Jesus endured the cross for the joy set before him. That joy, it's us, being reconciled to God. Today, Good Friday calls us to face the hard stuff in our lives, our struggles, our guilt, our sin, and to lay them at the cross. It's a day to remember that love won, and because of that, we can have hope no matter what we're facing. So this Good Friday, today, don't just scroll past the weight of the day. Take a moment to think, what does the cross mean to you? How does it change the way you live? I'm challenging you to do one thing. Reach out to someone today. Share a word of hope. Forgive someone. Or just pray. And I would also challenge you to drop a comment. And let's talk about one way that the cross inspires you to continue to live a life chasing Jesus. Good Friday is heavy, but it's also a day full of hope. It's the story of a God who faced the worst to give us his best. Thank you for joining me to honor this day.